So imagine a world where you couldn't see your friends. Imagine a world where you weren't allowed to exercise. Imagine a world where you couldn't practice your own religion. Imagine a world where you were only allowed outside once every week. Sounds like prison, doesn't it? Except in prison, you do get outside. You're allowed to go outside once every 24 hours. This is worse than prison. Welcome to Lockdown 3.0 in Britain 2021. And these are the things that we are being told by our media that we can potentially expect coming up later in the year. And this is the classic British way of testing the public to see if we're ready to comply with these restrictions. And they've already put out the rumors of the curfews, of the mandatory face mask wearing outdoors. They're already talking about closing our nurseries down, shutting our entire education system down. You've already lost the right to work for a living. What else is left? And this is the current reality of lockdown here in Britain, coming to a country near you. And for all of my fellow Americans, we are now the model of the world for the strictest lockdown on earth. And here in Britain, it's the strictest lockdown in our history. Yes, even stricter than in 1940 and the Blitz, when planes were coming overhead and bombing this city, especially here in the East End in London. And yet this is the reality in 2021 with all of our technology, with all of our knowledge, with all of our reason, with all of our telecommunications. We're in this situation now, which I think any reasonable adult would admit is untenable. And I did a whole 90-minute special on Friday about this on my Real Deal program, quoting professors here in the UK saying that the economic damage from this lockdown will cost 560,000 lives. That's more lives lost than in the entire Second World War for Britain, both military and civilian. I also went through the mental health damage. National depression rates up double since February pre-COVID levels. Other issues, eating disorders, self-harm, suicides, all skyrocketing. And yet, we think we're doing the right thing here. We think we're protecting this small subset of people, and it is a tragedy, every death that we lose to COVID, but there are so many other numbers involved here, and we are literally starving and killing ourselves, and not just ourselves, but our younger generation who have no hope right now. Why would they have a hope? At this point, they grow up in their room, they go to university from their room, they have their job from their room, and they might as well have their funeral on video from their own room. This is the reality we are showing them, and us as adults, we have to take responsibility. So it's time to challenge your leaders and challenge your politicians and say, why are you doing this if you don't believe in this? And it's time, if you don't believe in it, to ask for new leadership, new ideas, a proportionate response to the virus, science-based decision-making, and solutions. It's a leader's job to innovate, to come up with ideas and make the hard decisions. The hard decisions. Britain made hard decisions in 1940, and they were the right decisions. And I fear we're making the wrong decisions now. So please leave me your comments below. Tell me, do you agree? Do you disagree? But these stricter measures are coming, mark my words. This is how they do it here in Britain. They leak it out, make sure you're okay with it, and maybe give you half. And then it happens again and again. This could be worse in 2022. This could be even worse in 2023, unless we make a stand now and start asking these questions and get some real leadership. Some people who can make hard decisions, innovate, and create solutions, and stop using fear as a weapon. So leave me your comments below. I'm super optimistic on the future, but we've got to make some changes.